there. Ball of Truth, episode 58. Thank you very much for joining me. Wherever the fuck you are around the world, man. I'm gonna start off with an apology, guys. I have to. I'm really sorry. On my live stream, on the last episode, I was reviewing the Blues and the Giants, and somehow, some way, the audio completely cooked itself. I had Dan on the show, a good friend of mine, and something had happened as soon as we were talking before the show, and it was fine. It was very last minute to have Dan on as well, so we weren't really set up. I was rushed. I got stuck at Crown in the car park. I was late coming home. Couldn't even do fan cams because I was late coming home. And we jumped in there. It was a last minute thing. We said, yep, let's do it. And it was fine, man, up until we went live and the audio was just all over the place. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. But you know what? It was the first time we had a guest on the show. First time I was trialing things. So my bad. Next time we'll get it right. Please don't let that take you away from the show. But yes, my apologies there. Guys, the Blue Packers won. Again. Wrapped. I'm absolutely wrapped. I'm still happy at that win. But got to quickly forget it and move on to Geelong on Saturday, which we will be going live again. And this time, it will be fine, man. I promise you guys. But look, before we get into the preview, which I'll drop a preview episode probably Friday, I would say, right before the game, like we did last week. We're going to recap this one. And I just want to say before we recap it as well, last episode, despite all the audio issues and technical errors, that was the most views we had on the Ball of Truth for an episode alone. So thank you very much to anyone who watched and to everyone who subscribed to the channel. That means a lot to me. And we will continue growing this channel. Got to say thanks to Terry from Blue Abroad who has helped me with this channel get this thing up and going. And we're just going to get better and bigger moving forward, man. So also check his channel out too. Fan cams are brilliant. Good stuff going on there. Terry's just amazing in this community, guys. Let's get into the game. All right, first quarter. Let's just recap this one. First quarter was a thumbs up from me. We had 5 different goal scorers in the first quarter that did not include Harry Mackay or Charlie Curnow. I know. Amazing stuff. Owies, Durden, Elijah Hollins, Cottrell, and TDK, Tom De Koning, were on the score sheet. I feel like we should have been up more at quarter time. GWS got a late one right on the siren, but we were dominating the ruck, dominating centre clearances. Pitternet and Tom De Koning, TDK, started very well, and they were brilliant throughout the whole game. They made it fun work for Cripps, Walsh, Hewitt in there in the middle. And man, we looked like we were going to win every single centre clearance in this game. First quarter ended up 5-1-31 to 4-1-25. Giants are a quality side. So no matter how good you're playing, they're always going to be in there. And they're always with a chance. Second quarter. This was an absolute wave of things to come. Giants punished us. They punished all our mistakes in the second quarter. We were sloppy. We were laxy-daisy in possession. Didn't take our chances. We had plenty of chances to kick goals in this one. I think Charlie missed like 2 or 3. Pressure wasn't up like usual. Just making silly little errors here and there. But I still, even despite this, I really thought we were the better side. So it was absolutely confusing to me how Giants were up. Now, we let them inside very easily on this run. Giants scored 6 goals in a row. And like I said, I was just confused. I was baffled at this stage as to how we let this happen and let them inside and behind us so easily. Started reminding me of the Adelaide game. But we were rattled, man, for this 10 to 15 minute period. We're out of sync. Players just look lost. And it was like a big knockout blow, man. And we're struggling to get up for the 10 count. So we eventually got up, man. Blake Acres, and I've got to give credit to one of my viewers who put a comment on this and reminded me of this. When we were down by 20 points in the second quarter, Blake Acres, who to some, my brother as well, thinks or believes that Blake Acres, and there's a great argument for this, is the best winger in the competition. Name me one better. But anyway, Blake Acres, absolutely brilliant tackle, which ignited and sparked this side. And when a player does something big and has a little win that pumps up the crowd, pumps up your teammates, it's infectious, man. And then everyone starts doing it. It's contagious. And that's exactly what happened. Acres with a huge tackle, got the crowd into it, got his teammates into it, woke us up, and we were ready for the fight. And like I said, that energy carries right through your team. And it ignited a tiny little comeback in this quarter to break Giants' momentum of their 6 goals. And it ended up with Kemp setting up Ollie Hollands for the goal, which was huge. It was a big moment in this game. And Ollie had the presence and the peace of mind to go back, take his time, and drill this one. A brilliant kick, and got us back into the contest. And that was followed up by Tom de Koning scoring his second goal, which was an amazing goal. Ball was spilt loose in the 50, and he's just picked it up and gone bang. Not even looked up, and he's kicked this thing, and it went up in the sky, and it through the middle. Crowd went nuts. We got it within 9 or 10 points at that stage, so that brought us right back in it. Because at one stage, it honestly looked like Giants were going to run away with this thing, and we weren't even playing. I don't think they were playing that much better than us. I really don't. Halftime score was 7-7-49. We're down by 9 to 9-4, 58 to the Giants. Now this, I'm going to break this one down for you guys. The third quarter was fucking electrifying. And our crowd is one of the best, if not the best, when momentum's on our side and you just can't stop it. The Blue Baggers. We kicked 8 goals in a row over the third and fourth quarters. But this only started halfway through the third quarter because Giants ran out to another 21-point lead or 20-point lead at this stage. So there was 10 minutes of actual game time left in this one. Third quarter. Giants are up by 20 points. Cowan with a very crucial intercept. Mind you, this is creeping into the 9th, 10th minute now of game time left. Down by 20. Nothing's looking good. Nothing's going our way. Cowan with the intercept on the boundary. Falls to Acres, who barely keeps this in basically by 1 centimetre. Handballs to Elijah Hollands, who quickly dishes to Cottrell on the run. Another pass. Walsh bursting through. Gets the ball, kicks it inside 50. Charlie with a big mark. And Charlie with the goal, snaps it on his left, right through the middle. Change of momentum. That swings in our way a little bit. The crowd started believing. The crowd started getting up on their feet. We're down by 14 at this stage. Literally, next key moment. Matthew Kennedy on his 100th game, who was fucking amazing this game, especially in the third quarter. Go back and watch it. Matty Kennedy, chugger, unreal. Won a huge 50-50 on the wing while surrounded by Giants. Somehow got out of it. Some nice little chip passes after this. The ball ends up with Nick Newman in the middle. He's looking. Finds Harry on the lead. Drills this one perfectly to Harry Mackay. And Harry Mackay takes the mark. Goes back. Drills it from about 45 metres out. Suddenly we're down only by 8 points. 7.5 minutes to go in this quarter in the third. Kennedy was everywhere. He was in every contest, digging in real deep with his bloody fingernails, trying his hardest in there, and he was fighting for these balls that, hey, he had really no right to win. Durden, moments later, huge chase down tackle on Bedford, put enough pressure on the kick Turnover, straight to Kennedy. Again, Kennedy was involved. He was involved in everything. Saved a goal. Moments later, right after this, Harry Mackay, huge tackle with what the Giants player thought it was a mark, but it was touched. Harry's gone in, spear tackled him, Roman Reigns style, the tribal chief. Ball spills loose. Walsh picks it up, hands balls to Cottrell. And Cottrell, Charlie Curnow was running inside 50 towards the goal square, looking up at the ball while Cottrell drilled this 60-meter pass. Absolutely pinpoint perfect to Charlie Curnow, who was bolting back. I hadn't seen him run this fast all game. Takes the mark, plays on, kicks the goal. Crowd is fucking losing their minds. We're up and about because we've just kicked 3 in a row when Giants looked like they were going to run away with another bloody 20 to... Who knows what was going to happen? Crowd's going nuts. This made it 2 points. We were down by 2 points. Centre bounce. Pitternet, Walsh, Cripps out of the middle. Brilliant stuff by Pitternet here. I think it was Walsh who ends up kicking it inside 50 towards Harry Mackay. They grabbed him. Free kick Harry Mackay for holding. I think they got him over the shoulder. And Harry has the chance to put us up for the first time in a long time since the first quarter. And Harry Mackay goes back and drills it. Very trustworthy Harry Mackay. He's changed his whole game. Brilliant stuff by Harry. Blue Baggers are up. Up by 4 with 5 minutes to go in the third. So all this happened in 5 minutes. 4 goals, boom, 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 boom. And we hit the lead. But that wasn't it, man. This was only the beginning. Pitternet, Walsh, Cripps, Hewitt. We're just dominating centre clearances at this point. Giants cannot get near it. And we wouldn't let them even touch the ball. There was a chain of handballs in the back pocket, I reckon, near the 50, where there was literally about 4 or 5 passes, and there was just tiny little gaps of space, but we kept finding those little gaps here and there, held possession very well. Anyway, this chain of handballs led to a goal. Cottrell won a hard, loose ball, dodged a couple of plays with a little sidestep and shimmy, found Akers, who was on the run, who then handballed it over the top to the sprinting Always ran his ass off, and Always inside 50, kicks it straight to TDK on the lead, and TDK was lining up for his third and goes bang. 6 in a row. Have I left one out? I probably have. I did before this. That put us up by 17. But before this, Cowan, huge pressure moments on the wing. Won some little 50-50s. 2 little tackles. Orazio picks it up. Handballs back to Cowan. To Newman inside, who then passed to Cripps. And Cripps, this ball went a bit over his head. Now, because his improvisation skills are just ridiculous, instead of trying to mark the ball and cause a turnover, he's reached it and tapped it down where I don't even know if he saw, was it Walsh or... Yes, it was Walsh. He taps it down to Walsh, who was somehow there, handballs it back to Orazio, who continued his run, kicks it inside 50, it dropped short for Charlie, caught it on the half volley, gathered himself, and left foot, bang, snap goal. That put us up by 11. And it was all in one motion, this thing. It was brilliant by Charlie Curnow. That put us up by 11. The TDK goal put us up by 17. But brilliant stuff just to keep the ball moving. We just kept the ball moving from the back line when we were under pressure. And little chain of handballs just led to these goals, man. So we're up by 17 points at 3/4 time, I believe. And it didn't stop, man. That was 6 goals in a row. Last quarter, off a throw. Cripper with a little check. It was a throw-in inside our forward 50. Cripps grabbed it, and instead of shooting and having a shot with impossible angle, he was on the wrong side, he's check side this one from about 40 metres out towards the goal square, and Durden has marked it. Brilliant, smart stuff by Cripper, who showed a bit of composure and patience there. Durden takes the mark, goes back, kicks it, pumps his chest. Blue Bags are erupting. 7 in a row. We're up by 20 points. Huge moment in this game was when Boyd was going back with the flight and Toby Green was coming for the mark on the other side and has dropped Boyd, who was taking the mark going back with the flight. Amazing courage by Boyd. Didn't get knocked out. He got hit in the head. Toby Green, I think, got suspended for this, where he's turned his body and he's made contact. He shouldn't have been rubbed out a week. I hope that's wrong, and I hope they appeal it. And that's not me wishing other players, to play, because it's all about Carlton at the end of the day. But we've got to be realistic, man. The game is so flawed with these scenarios and incidents right now. And I know there's a lot of concussion stuff going on, and the league has to be careful and protect the players, which I'm all for. But, man, don't rub players out for protecting their body and themselves. I don't think there was any intention in this. I think because it's Toby Green and he has a bad record, he probably copped a week. Let's see if they appeal it. Very harsh. Anyway, well done to Boyd. And Boyd in the second half, Zach Williams got injured at halftime. We hope he's okay. I think he got a knock to the Achilles. Boyd ended up picking up Toby Green and shut him out completely in this game. Brilliant stuff by Boyd, who I believe is one of the best kicks in our side, if not the best kick of the footy. And I was watching him before the game, just off topic. He was unloading from about 70 metres. Bombs. Clearing the back nets that were there. Amazing stuff there from Boydie. Kicked about 4 from about 60 to 70 metres in a row. Unbelievable. Great game by him. He is huge for us. I love Boyd. Anyway, this moment led to a goal. Up the other end, Harry Mack, defensive tackle, inside 50, free kick, goal. 8 in a row to the Blues, up by 28 points. Game was pretty much done. I mean, Giants got a couple of late trashy goals, and I got a little bit worried, but in the end, I didn't know how much time was left. There was a great moment to end the game, which was the icing on the cake. The cherry on top was Matty Kennedy, who was celebrating his 100 games. Capitalised off a Harry Mackay shot. Ball dropped to the goal square. Kennedy with the outside of his boot. Soccer goal. Everyone lost it. He's lost it. Players have jumped all over him. Major celebrations. And just a fucking fantastic win. A tremendous win by the Blues. Especially with all the injuries that we copped. Amazing stuff. I could not be happier, man. That third quarter, when we went on that 8-goal run, it was just unbelievable. Electrifying stuff. The crowd, you get chills thinking about it. Amazing stuff. And 4 points, most importantly there. Already gave my votes on the live review. Sticking to it. I did love so many people's games like Cottrell, the Elijah, and Ollie Hollands, the Hollands brothers. They were great. Pitternet and TDK were a massive story in this game. People think you can't work with 2 rucks. And Vossi proved everyone wrong there. They were brilliant. I hope we continue that going into the Geelong game, which is this Saturday. Let's go to the ladder quickly. Geelong are on top, unbeaten. So we're 4th. We will verse them on Saturday. Let's see what happens there. It's going to be an absolute ripper at the MCG. Not sure if I'm going yet, but we'll see. We've got Sydney and Giants, who are 2nd and 3rd. Sydney are flying. Giants, I think we can leapfrog them hopefully this week. Let's see. Port Adelaide are up there. Melbourne, Essendon with a huge win over Adelaide. And Bulldogs are snuck in there in the 8 with Fremantle, Collingwood, Gold Coast lingering around there as well. North Melbourne, just shambolic stuff. They got absolutely pumped to Hawthorn. So if you're a North supporter, man, that really sucks for you guys. Speaking of Adelaide, this caught my eye. And I was going to do a soft cock of the week. And it's going to fall to Rochelle this week. I've got to show you guys this one. Let's go to the footage. Courtesy in Channel 9.
Yeah, just a couple little...
All right, let's have a look. Look at Tex Walker's kick, which was
It's
brilliant.
a tough one. They've definitely repeated in my head over and over again this whole weekend. And, just a couple little marking...
This one here.
errors that the first one was just more about I thought someone was coming right over the top of me, and completely honestly just wasn't brave enough in that situation, which I'm going to have to take that and move on and learn from it. And the other one was just a complete misjudge. The ball just sailed over and I thought it was coming a bit closer.
The other one wasn't a misjudge. You shit yourself, mate. Just like the first one. I was watching this live and I could not fucking believe what I saw. And he literally shit his pants. He thought he was just afraid to take the contact. There was an easy mark. There was no one around him. And when you're captain, I think Tex Walker's captain. I'm probably wrong. Tex has drilled this brilliant pass to him in a crucial stage of the game, and he's absolutely bottled it, shit himself. And then you got B.O.T, who's gone back with the flight, taking marks. There's a difference, and I can't believe we fucking lost to him. So shut up, Rochelle. Bloody hell. But you know what? On the flip side, credit to him for owning up to it. That takes a lot of balls. That does take a lot of balls. And if you can admit your mistakes in life, you're already in the right direction, man. If you guys missed my Ross Lyon press conference, here it is too. The Saints, what's going on? What is going on with the Saints? Man, they got a bit cocky. I said it on the preview episode. They got a bit cocky, man. And now they're starting to lose a lot. So let's see if they can turn it around. Guys, thank you, everyone. Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We are growing this channel amazingly. Let's plug the social medias right now. On X, I'm always tweeting during the games. balloftruth_pod, formerly known as Twitter. And you can follow me on Ball of Truth, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We've got admin people in charge of the TikTok. I don't have any part of that, but it's all little snippets of the show. And our home is on YouTube. Follow me on all of them, guys. The links are in the description if you want to follow me on social media. Of course, if you're liking the show, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you to all the new subscribers who have tuned in and not been thrown off by the bad audio on the live stream on the last episode, but I promise you it will clear up and that won't happen again. Get that bell, turn that bell on for all notifications. I know a lot of you are not getting notifications when I'm going live, but just a heads up, I go live after every game, so stay tuned for that. But turn it on. Turn the bell on. Turn the bell on for all notifications and leave a comment, man. I'm always happy to comment back to you guys. 100%. Get stuck in there. So follow me and all them, guys. You know the drill. I'm going to drop, maybe tomorrow if I get a chance, I'm going to review the Manchester United and Coventry City game, FA Cup. I watched it live. Mixed emotions about that one. I am happy that we're through to the FA Cup final on that game. But, man, the way it happened, stay tuned for that one. I've got a big rant coming. Of course, I'm going to drop a preview episode to the Geelong game on Friday, just before Saturday's game, and I'll be live after Saturday, like I said. But guys, I'm out of here. This was just a recap for the game, and I'm going to leave you to it. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following. Thank you for everything. We're going to keep it going and off to bigger and better things. Let's go, Baggers. I will see you guys very soon. Love you all. Adios. Goodbye. Subscribe.